Well, we're on the airways on the official, unofficial podcast of the Melbourne Demons, the DeeBrief. We're going to kick it off with a young gun who has been exceptional, I think, in less than 10 games of footy already. Looks so comfortable at the level. Xavier Lindsay, welcome, mate.
Thanks, boys. Thanks for having me.
Mate, it's awesome to have you on. Who are you shacking up with? Colt and Caleb, is that right?
Yeah, and Housey, Blake Howes, we've just moved in together. We've been here about a week, so loving life at the moment.
Yeah, nice one. Is Colt giving you a little kiss on the cheek before bed?
Yeah, he came in and gave me one last night.
Of course he did. Now, mate, as I said off the top, I think I speak for all Melbourne supporters. We've been so impressed with the way that you've started your journey in the AFL. Take us through the range of emotions. You have the draft day, and I thought the access that we got as supporters with both yourself and Harvey Langford was unbelievable. There was some really good content from the club. You boys clearly enjoyed yourself that day. So you get there day one, and then suddenly you rolled out to training. You're rubbing shoulders with Max Gawn, Christian Petrarca, Jack Viney and co. What's it been like over the last 6+ months? It must have been an absolute whirlwind for you.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. I mean, as you said, you get drafted, then 2 days later, straight into the club and training, and yeah, obviously amongst the boys. I think I was a bit starstruck at the start when Track introduced himself to me. But then you get along, you get training, and you get amongst it with the boys and play with them, and now they're just like your mates, and they treat you like one of their own. So there's definitely been some ups and downs, as you boys would probably know, but I've been enjoying my time so far very much, and yeah, I've been loving it.
Fantastic. X, I would like to. Sorry, I've coined X.
Well, he is X. Are you X?
Well, do they call you X out of the club?
Yeah, the boys call me.
Okay,
well,
so that's
you
the
got it
nickname.
right.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well done, no.
Yeah, now I've lost my train of thought. But what I think is great because I think our team was really asking for some elite kicks in the team, and you and Harv are just looking like that. So how does it feel to already be the best kick in the team?
Oh, I don't know about that. Jake Barry's got a pretty good leg on him.
True.
So I think he holds that at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hopefully one day.
Oh, mate, you're almost there. I remember I was standing with Adrian in that first game. Did Jeffo kick the first goal?
Yeah.
There were a couple. There were two moments.
Fastest first goal ever.
There were two moments where you and I looked at each other with eyes wide open, as if to say, "How good's this?" One was Jeffo kicking the first goal, which was hilarious. The second one was just how composed you were on that wing. It looks as if you've been at the level for a long time. When you're out there, are you as calm as anything? You feel like you're in the moment because it looks like you're right at home, mate.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's always been a big strength of mine, just having that game awareness, and it almost looks like I'm a bit lazy at times watching myself back, and that's almost how I feel, just because I'm so composed and so relaxed out there. So if I go with that, then everyone's probably going to call me lazy, but that's literally how I feel. Like I feel like when I got the ball, I got so much time, and yeah, it's just been the strength of my game for so long, and it's been something I've been working on. And obviously, you get to this level, and it gets better and better. So yeah, I'll keep working on that, and I think it's one of the best parts of my game.
You can speak, Ben.
Nice. Well, I just didn't want to butt in. So as you know, you were Melbourne traded up to get you in the draft, and do you think about that? The fact that they wanted you so much, and the fact that we have given away our first round draft pick to Essendon in this year's draft. Does that weigh on your mind at all, especially after the first 5 games when we lost? Were you thinking about that?
Whoa!
No, I just thought it was a question.
If I'm being honest, that's actually the first time I thought about it.
Oh, okay.
God.
Sorry. Maybe it's just me.
But nah, not really. I mean, getting drafted with Harvey was I couldn't have asked for another bloke to get drafted with. Like, we get along like 2 peas in a pod, really. And
fantastic.
I think, yeah, if they wanted me, then yeah.
So in terms of, is it something, do you have a bit of a competitiveness with him? Do you compare stats with one another? Because I heard from someone that when you're at school, you used to read out the stats of other people and give people a bit of grief when they weren't doing too well. Is there any truth to that?
I'd love to know who you heard that from.
I'll tell you in a bit. You probably won't.
Nah, not really. I mean, once you're in the environment with your mates, like you just want the best for each other, and that's almost what Harvey and I wanted. Like, we just want the best for each other, and that's almost what Harvey and I wanted. Like, we just want the best for each other, and we want to put our best foot forward to help the team do the best as well. So I think it's more about having that competitiveness to make each other better rather than having that competitiveness to, I guess, put one another down because one's doing better than the other.
Yeah, that's great to hear, mate.
I just want to speak. I'm looking forward to you revealing your source as well at some point.
It's a big source.
Just on composure, you spoke about it, and it's something that I think most Melbourne supporters speak of when they talk about you, and I know a lot of AFL commentators have coined that as well. Why are you so composed? Why are you so relaxed out there? Because we've seen over time in this game of AFL, some kids get a little bit flustered because it's such an important part of the fabric, definitely of this city, but most states in this nation. And we all just love our footy. And like, I put myself in your shoes, I reckon I'd fucking cower. Like,
100%.
Like,
Yeah, I can see that.
I reckon I'd have the biggest freak out of all time. So I'm just like, why is it that you're so composed, Xavier? Is it more maybe something to do with your personality and your makeup that keeps you at ease when you're out there?
Yeah, that probably weighs into it as well. I'm fairly easygoing, not much bothers me, but I think, yeah, it's always been a strength of mine, being that nice, composed, not really giving a crap, if that's an easy way to put it. I think the more I don't care about it and the more fun I'm having, the better I feel and the better I play. So that definitely has a big part in why I feel that way.
Yeah,
It's a good way to be, especially these days, given the scrutiny around the use of social media and having that. Is that something you buy into a lot, or is that something where you kind of, I'm staying clear from this because, we've seen this week the kind of things that arise from that and the stresses and whatnot?
I mean, being an 18-year-old kid, you're always on your phone.
Yeah.
I know, mate. I teach them.
You try not to look at it, but I mean, when you got your mates sending it to you every second day in group chats and sending it to you saying, "Oh, what's the go with this?" and all that, you obviously look at it a little bit, but you try not to as much as you can. And I think a lot of the older boys are really good at that, and they teach us young boys to, like, unless you're within the four walls, not much outside the four walls really matters because no one really knows what's going on inside. So I think that's a big thing that I've learnt from the older boys.
Yeah, we know nothing. It's true though. We talk so much shit.
Oh my God.
We say it all the time. We're like, oh, this is what we think should happen, and then suddenly the opposite happens, which is
And it's better than what we think.
true. Like we were sitting here at 0-5, and we were obviously
Pretty flat.
a bit flat, and a bit downtrodden by everything that had transpired.
We were gutted.
We were gutted, but then the performance against Fremantle was unbelievable. We get the job done against Richmond and the Eagles, and I think we only really played a good, one quarter of footy in both of those. So I take you back, the new game plan, and I know you've just come into the football club, and Melbourne have played a certain way under Simon Goodwin for quite a while, but you can clearly see that we're changing that at the moment. The run and gun from halfback, I've started to really enjoy what we're doing. Are you boys starting to feel this sense of it's really starting to click and that it's only the tip of the iceberg?
Yeah, well, I think our biggest shift in the past few weeks has been our ability to value what we do without the ball. So we're working our way back to being a team that probably defends incredibly well and is very competitive and hard to play against, and that's sort of been what we've been trying to work on. And yeah, we want to value that to our club and have that pressure right up there, back up with the best in the competition. So I think that's the main thing that's helped us get to where we are now.
It's definitely showing. I'm just curious if there's someone in the game or that you've seen throughout your life that you try to emulate. I know there was someone who is no longer with the D's anymore, which is Brayshaw, and we've spoken off air and at length at times really about the similarities that are there. Is there any truth to that you feel like, oh yeah, I can see myself in a bit of Angus, or is there someone else where you're like, that's kind of the benchmark for me, I'd love to reach that?
If I'm being honest, like through your draft process, you get asked who's a player you play like and someone you think you model your game off, and I never had a clear answer for anyone. Like I
Mm.
never really saw myself. Like, I took little things out of different players, like a little bit of Scott Pendlebury's composure and stuff like that. Zach Butters' kick, not Zach Butters, Zach Merritt's kick, and being a left footer, but I never really had the one person that I resemble with the most. So if that's a good enough answer for you, that's
No, it
what I
is.
usually went with recruiters.
No,
That's
that's
a
that
nice
answers,
combination.
That answer's fine.
He's going to be Xavier Lindsay.
Yeah.
He's going to be his own man.
Yeah, he will be his own man. And Scott Pennebury and Zach Butters and Merritt, they're no good.
I'll take that. I got a two-parter here for you.
Oh,
X.
two-parter.
Two-parter, okay.
One, did you bring your electric moped down to the city? And two, do you ride it to Casey to get to training?
What?
I've got a question for you. How do you know all this?
But I'll save you the suspense. I went to school with Mr. Patrick McCarthy, who I believe taught you in Year 12.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah. He was my business teacher last year.
Yeah,
There you go. That's funny.
he's a good man.
How'd you go in that
he's
class?
awesome. No good.
You're too busy talking about footy, I hear. But he said you're a great
Yeah,
fella.
apparently. Nah, I don't have the scooter, but the boys were thinking of getting some bikes so we can ride to Amy because there's a bike path the whole way from our house to the city. So we're thinking about getting a few pussies and sort of drive and having a nice little ride.
That's gold, mate.
That's
The traffic's a
A
bit
few
different.
fuzzies.
Traffic's
That's
a bit
good.
different to up
That's
to
what they call
Inverloch, so.
I didn't know that.
That's what they call him. That's absolutely fine. Now, Xavier, who did you support as a kid? Who'd you go for?
I went for the Saints.
Oh, you poor
You
bastard.
poor bastard.
Yeah. You've gone to a bit.
Yeah.
You've gone to a better club. So
No,
it's
well,
all
the good thing is there's not much lure back there. So.
No, exactly. So you'll stay with Melbourne for life. So you're absolutely
100%.
set. How indoctrinated do you feel now? Do you feel like you're just like a demon, like a Melbourne person, like fully fledged? Does that happen overnight, or does that take a little bit of time?
It obviously took a bit of time, I think, until we started playing. It more sunk in that I was like, you walk out on the G and you're wearing Demons colours with so many people there watching you.
Yeah.
Like, that's when it probably sinks in the most. I reckon Anzac Eve was probably the biggest one when we had 70,000 odd there watching. I was like, far out, this is pretty cool. I'm a Demons player. Like,
Yeah.
that's when it sort of was like, yeah, that's a pretty cool moment.
What was it like in the ceremony before the game for that?
Oh, that was the best experience I've ever had, I reckon. Like, just to be a part of it on such a big occasion,
Yep.
it was just unreal. And to see the horse go around and then stand there linked arms for 5 minutes was pretty bloody cool.
That's amazing.
I've got a few social questions.
Yeah, go for it. I had another question, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, so you'll get it back.
I'm sure it was awesome.
Just a really simple one from Connor. He just said, "Who's the most fun at work?"
Most fun.
Yeah,
It's hard to go past Colton.
Colt,
Just
and you
'cause-
live with
just
him.
'cause just because he's so up and about and energetic. He's
I've-
always fun to be around.
I've remembered my question.
Or
So...
can I go to the social or you?
Okay, go.
One more. We'll do a few more social, but I'll go
Okay.
with the next one. So, Tom Passmore, I think it is. Sorry if I've got it wrong, but Tommy Passmore says, "Who's the biggest freak at the club?"
Biggest freak.
It's pick.
Far out, I don't know.
In what
I'll go
context,
Harvey
freak?
Langford.
No, I think it
Yeah.
means in like you're a freak, you're a weirdo.
Oh, no, I thought it meant like he's a gun.
Oh, isn't that Cozzy? Cozzy's.
Because he's
yeah.
a gun.
100%.
What
Cause he's
about-
a freak.
Max is a gun.
Is Cozzy
Yeah.
the most talented player? You think,
As in, like, everyone at training just goes, yeah, we can't do that.
or who else?
Yeah. During the preseason, Cozzy was like, you'd watch him and you'd go like, he'd have 40 touches in matching without training.
It's Cozzy.
Like, yeah. I said to one of my mates after his game against Freo, I said to one of my mates, I was like, he is the best player I've ever watched. Like, watching that game and being a part of it, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, he was berserk that game.
Yeah.
Did you change your opinion a couple of weeks later when you saw Max?
Oh,
Yeah, and then like you watch him play, and you're like, how does he do it at
Yeah.
that age? Not saying he's old, but like,
He's younger than us.
Be doing what he's doing, like far out. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
was that your question?
No, I was going to ask about the house dynamics. So, like,
Oh, yeah, of
obviously,
course.
it sounds like you got 4 of you there. And is it a big house? And how does it go? Who cooks? And
Are there bunk beds, trundles?
Yeah,
What's the setup?
yeah.
Nah, so we've actually lucked out. We got a really nice house here. Double story. Everyone's got a bedroom. Everyone's got a bathroom. Colton's the main chef at the moment until
Colt?
Track comes over and teaches us to cook a few things. I reckon we try and get onto him.
Yeah, well, he'd
But
better
yeah,
come
nah,
over.
Colt goes all right in the kitchen.
I'm actually a bit disappointed Track hasn't come over yet.
So am I.
Yeah, seriously, lift your game, Track. Callum asks, who's been the best mentor so far to you? So some of the older boys, who's put their arm around you?
I'll live with Jake Lever for the first bit before Christmas, and he's obviously been really good to me, and yeah, I'm very close with him now, and I think Ed Langdon as well, being a winger, he's definitely helped myself and Harvey, and he's been really big for me. He presented me my jumper when we had our jumper presentation, so that was a pretty cool thing, and just to learn off arguably even though he's gone inside now, the best winger in the comp. Yeah, it's pretty cool to learn off him.
I love that.
Is there any significance to the number to you? Did you wear the same number or a different number?
Nah, first time I ever put a number 20 on my back, to be honest. I was always number 3 growing up. Number 3 and number 6.
So when Salem eventually does retire, is that something you want to jump onto
keep
it,
20.
or you're going to keep the same number?
Well, I look in my locker, and there's only been 3 blokes that have played a.
Wow.
Oh, hold on to 20.
Yeah, it's your number, mate.
Love that.
And it's a really good number. And I think Harv should do the same thing with 19. Just own it.
I wish players just kept their number, like Dusty Martin. Keep 36.
I will forever be disappointed in Liam Jarrah from changing from
48 to 24. Yeah.
That killed me.
Why?
Because 48 was the best number.
Yeah, who's 48?
Who's ever been 48?
Well,
That's
like
you.
Benny Brown was 50, and
Actually,
I love that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He owned it.
I'm going to throw one to this is why don't people wear 99? Why don't people wear 88? I feel like those two numbers together I reckon that's a fine question. I've always been curious. I know you don't know the answer to this because that's why
I think he's gone. It's glitchy card.
I think he's.
Oh, he hated the question. He's gone. You know what I mean, though? 77.
I pick it up on that
That's
one,
perfect.
and then we'll wrap.
That's perfect.
Like,
no,
why
that's it. No, it's wrapped.
Why would you
That's
have
wrapped.
37?
That's
Have
it.
77.
Don't worry about calling back. He's been fantastic.
He's been fucking amazing. We're on?
Yeah, we're on.
Yeah, we're on. Okay, great. We're on. We're on the air, the official, unofficial. You've brought this in, Nug. What is this?
Well, we were clearing out the garage and
Garage.
I
heard garage.
Anyway, let's move on.
Let's stay on garage for
Let's talk about Lindsay.
Oh, so hang on. We've obviously I got a little bit flummoxed there. This isn't the official intro. We've just interviewed Xavier Lindsay. The only problem is we still don't know if we've got the video or the audio from him yet. But
well, that's on you.
Well, maybe it's on Nick. Let's just put it on Nick. No, it's not on Nick. It's probably more on Rob more than anyone else. But Xavier Lindsay, do you know what? For the sake of
he was good.
No, for the sake of if we never recover the audio or the video, let's say it's gone. Let's do a hypothetical.
That would be a shame.
It would be, but we can paraphrase and pick the best highlights.
As soon as it finished, I turned to both of you and said, "That's simply the best player interview that we've had." Like,
you did, and I agree. I've been avoiding player interviews because I call them pressure pods, and I don't like the pressure. But he was very relaxed, and just a lovely young man who is in his element. He's such a good kid.
Came on with hood on.
He's half our age.
Composed, just like he is on the field, and just wants to ride his own path in number 20, which he mentioned. And
What did he mention though?
well, I asked him, I said, is there any significance to the number? Do you have a number that you wore previously? And he said number 3. And I said, well, Salem's, towards the twilight of his career. Would you jump on a 3? And he's like, well, I noticed that on the locker, no one has won a premiership with number 20, and I would love to be the first, which is just all you want to hear.
Yeah.
All you want to hear.
Also, we need to go to swamp or something, because that is questionable. We've had 13 flags.
13.
Swamp. Oh, on
Swamp
Twitter.
Thing, yeah, the Twitter guy who knows all the stats.
Verifies.
Swampy, if you're listening.
Yeah,
It's one for
please.
you, mate.
Please confirm if Melbourne has ever won a flag with a player with number 20. If that's right, then that is insane, because it's a pretty normal number.
Yeah, I guess.
Like every team has a 20.
Who's the best 20 you've seen?
Oh,
Was Black 20?
Who?
yes, Simon
Simon
Black was
Black.
20. Yes.
Great. You've nailed
Well,
it.
the best 20 in the comp right now is Larky.
Oh,
Yeah, great call.
He's
Well done.
Shake your hand on
yeah,
that.
cheers. Yeah, thanks, mate.
Oh, you'd love a Lucky.
Yeah, well, God, we'd love
my
him.
God, you'd do so
We
much.
need him.
we definitely need
It's all
him.
good. We're happy with Disco and Root, but
Well, actually, let's get to that, because we don't know what the teams are, but you looked at the teams and you seemed disappointed. Why is that?
Well, you've got to be disappointed with a couple of elements. So we'll do the outs first.
Yeah.
So,
Petty.
yeah. Petty injured, concussion. Jack Viney out,
Jack Viney out.
That's bad.
Can you?
injured. Oh, also, we've
Can
got
you-
Zorks here behind the camera. We've got to
Yeah,
mention that.
Zorks there.
How are you, Zorks?
So Alex Zorkas is here, and he's watching the pod because he lives around the corner, and he's a mad D's Nuffy, as a lot of Melbourne supporters know. And I just read out Jack Viney injured, and he is crestfallen, this young man.
Well,
you can
mate,
shout out and tell us how you feel.
Well,
How do you feel?
I'm
devastated.
thinking Newcomb.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that
exactly.
was-
I know.
Exactly.
That was the nullifier.
Because Viney at the moment
That's his thing.
he's been relatively poor in the first 5 rounds,
But he's
and
found
then
form through tagging.
found exactly through tagging, and it's
Newcomb's
like,
a
we've got the best
gun.
tagger in the comp that we had the whole
Did
time.
you say tagging?
Tagging, mate.
Garage.
Okay, well, give me a break. I've had a couple of beers.
Tagging.
Now I know why you're so upset. I was like, maybe they didn't bring in Rue or something. Maybe
Viney.
that's why.
But it gets worse.
There's another out.
Max. No, I'm joking.
I was about
Yeah, don't do
I was about to
that.
flip out.
Bottle me almost.
Well, it's been done.
Yes, it has. Jake Melksham managed.
Oh, managed.
Kills, and because of the
So who's
Sicily
in?
factor, he could have just done defensive forward role.
Well,
in
look,
Sicily.
they have some
Ugh.
big outs. So play on.
All right, who's
That's-
in?
that's the
Give me
game.
some pause.
Oh, it's not that pos. Jacob Van Rooyen. Roo.
Come on, Rue.
Come on, Roo. It's time.
Yeah.
So he's going to
Announce.
take Melksham's spot in the forward line.
Yes.
Because
no, there's another forward that's coming.
Jeffo. Yes, yeah.
okay.
All right, now we're Jack.
You
Now
were
we're Jack.
Jack.
Who's the next one? Who's the other one?
Clayton.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that's pretty mint.
That's got to be Min. I think Clary has big.
It's
game.
actually not bad ins.
The only the biggest thing for me is Viney.
Viney. That's the one I
The
went to.
Newcomb thing, because there's okay.
And Carl Amon, who's a very good kick, has come in for Barras, who's managed. That's the only change for Hawthorn. So
Well, they got a few good kicks, which is, I think, the most worrying thing about this game is their ability to use the ball.
Just got to hope Sicily keeps his bag kicking form, because
I
I
don't
think
say
I was-
that. You're gonna moz. You're gonna moz.
yeah, I know.
Just
I
don't
know.
even bring it up.
Okay, well, but I did say in an earlier podcast this year that we don't have any players like Sicily who can slice a defence, and he's been trying to be his normal self in the last couple of weeks, and he's been gassing it hard. So
We are starting to slice up in another way through Windsor and Bowie, though. Yes, I 100% agree. They don't have the leg that Sicily has, which is just that penetrating.
but he has been. Did you see him last week?
I did.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, and the week before, it's like
Yeah.
really uncharacteristic, which worries me even more.
because he's priming
He's
himself for
due.
the D's.
Oh, he's due.
The Viney news annoys
Viney
the shit out of me.
Hate
Yeah.
that.
What is the injury?
Why don't they manage him for
check.
Perth?
He just, mate. If
No,
there's-
not managed. Injured.
Injured.
Don't know what with. We're going to go check. So
Who was managed? Melksham.
which is a big loss as well.
Yeah, he was
clinical.
Yeah.
Clinical last week.
And he knocked out McGovern too. It was perfect.
Loved it.
And just, obviously, as we just mentioned, just losing that, especially with Barras out, which means Sicily has to play back, or at least he has to start there. So
what?
that usually means that Melksham just would have gone straight to Sicily to play his usual defensive role.
Okay, so Jack reported some symptoms after training today, which resulted in him being assessed by our medical team. Through this process, he was diagnosed with delayed concussion. Fuck off.
Oh, because he got hit by
Do
someone.
you reckon old mate contributed? It was the new kid, Bo Allen.
Bo Allen, 100%.
So you think the Bo Allen incident, he's got delayed concussion through that?
Definitely.
What a fucking dog that kid is.
I thought, honestly.
Is that something they will review now?
No, because Bo Allen got a week.
Yeah.
He got a week.
But then shouldn't
yeah,
that
no, he should be 3 weeks now.
Well,
But I was looking at it at the time,
This is
and
where
I
it's
was
flawed.
like, the luckiest. I was like, Bo Allen is the luckiest person ever.
Because he's hit Jack Viney.
Because he's hit Jack Viney. His head's made of brick. So that's almost damning that he's concussed.
I can't believe he's concussed. Well, I can because the bloke just
He
came
did hit
through
him in the
and
face.
hit him.
But he's always
Imagine
just got-
Viney going through that test, and
Oh, Viney would do his best to get over it.
I know
Yeah.
we're taking concussion very seriously
Yeah.
now, but you could imagine Jack going through that test and he's failing it, and he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm fine." Like he would be so annoyed that he's not playing because he's found his form and he's found his role.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's a setback. Like that's a genuine setback. So
Couldn't agree more.
any player who goes out with concussion comes back in and generally they struggle.
Look, if you had told me that we're going to be able to get Hawthorn without Day and Barras, I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
fair.
happy. Holistically, I'll take it.
Good even up.
Yeah. Okay, play on. Let's go.
But I think if we
Days.
No, but this is the thing. We're going to get enough supply. So I think we've got our clearance game going finally. It's working. So Jonesy, well done, mate. It's starting to, bear some fruit. I think the other loss that will become even bigger is it's Melksham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the forward half connection. Last week he was phenomenal.
He's so good, especially when he is up the ground a little bit. Like takes the mark.
Those sliding chest marks,
Yeah,
big leads,
or just like
wheels
takes a mark on
around.
a lead and then swings around and just bins the target. He is really good, and like it's for a guy that I thought was so done. Like
Yeah.
Coming off an AC, like I love Melksham, man.
Yeah.
Like he's one player that just gets the utmost, like plays in a position that's almost like beyond him if you're looking at height and physique, but he just
I think
he's really underrated, I think.
I think
as
also
an impact player.
to add to that, I think if his career was 10 to 15 years earlier, he would be done. Like the fact that players at the moment are playing so well above the age of 30. Like look at Max Gawn. Like obviously we love Max.
Oh.
And he's ridiculous.
So much.
Like the two main priorities of my life at the moment are my family and Max.
Say that again.
The welfare of your family and Max Gawn is like
That's it.
not
Hang on, the welfare of Max as well.
Yeah.
So he
So
said
my
they're
number
the
one
two-
priority is
yeah.
family, and my number two priority is Max.
number 3 is himself.
No, not about me.
To just keep Max
I'm like
going.
10.
Is it more just
No,
to
just like the
prolong
fact
Max?
that he's still so good.
Yeah.
I need that in my life for longer and longer, and
I-
I think it's going to happen
I
because
have
you look
a
at
weird
players.
feeling.
Yeah, but you look at players like Dangerfield and
Yep.
Pendlebury.
Danger's got another
Going
bracket
crazy.
at the moment.
I
which
think
is-
Max
It's
might.
sports science, right?
I think Max might play till he's 38.
I hope so.
I actually have this weird.
Why wouldn't
feeling.
he?
Well, we don't have
It's
any
'cause
other
he's-
ruckman to come in.
It's
so.
because he's a ruck.
Well,
Spin.
I saw
Ferris.
Vera was on the trade table.
The only reason why Max could or couldn't rather is because he's a ruck. He gets battered
Yeah.
from pillar to post, plays
Yeah.
a kick behind the play.
We'll see.
But man, his last 3 weeks, he's 4th in the Coaches Association votes. Imagine if you won the MVP
Yeah, that's crazy.
at 33.
Who's number one? Is it Takeoff?
I think it's Jordan Dawson off the top of my head.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's-
I'm right. I'm getting a thumbs up from Nick. I'm doing well.
He's an
What was
absolute
that?
freak.
The Coaches Association Award.
Oh, is he leading it?
He's 4th.
Oh, but is Jordan Dawson leading it?
Yes.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Well, not really, because
not
it's
that
still
good, is he?
early in the season. I think he's a very good
Is he
player.
winning? Like, is he
It's
winning the
early.
Brownlow right now?
It's early. Let's see.
Well, let's hope the umpires
He's
can be like
he's everywhere. That bloke.
He's a good player.
He can play anywhere.
Very good player.
He's a gun.
not as good as Max.
Okay, but let's put it on the agenda. If Max wins the MVP at 33, going on 34 at the end of the year,
Do you reckon anyone's won it at 33?
Gary
I don't
Ablett
know.
kicked 120 goals at 35.
senior,
Yeah.
And in, I think, 17 or 18 games as well.
Yeah. No. I think that was
In
93. I think this was 95.
It's, right.
I might be wrong, but it was just
ask
insane.
Swamp.
Yeah, us Swamp.
Swampy, when you look at the Lindsay stuff, just look at the
But Dangerfield at the moment. Yeah, Danger's 35 at the moment.
Wait, he won it at 35? No, we're talking Coaches Association Award. Who's the oldest player to have won the Coaches Association
Probably
Award?
Gary Ablett Jr.
Zorks is going to get on it. Yeah, Zorks is jumping
I'll
on
say
for us.
Junior.
Junior?
Yeah.
Alright. What do we think of JVR and Jeffo?
Well,
I'm
yeah,
stoked
I'm
about
I'm
Jeffo.
into it. I'm into both of them coming in because I'm loving what Disco is doing at the back.
Yeah.
So we want him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kicked 3 goals forward.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We can swing him. We can swing him forward on the weekend. If
Why can't
Jeffo,
why can't we put Rue back?
Yeah, but I think one of Jeffo. I think one.
Do
of,
it.
No
I don't
way.
know.
Make the call, Simo.
No way.
Nah.
I reckon we do it.
I don't think he's as dynamic as Disco in terms of movement, and I feel like.
So you think he's too one-dimensional full forward?
I just, I think of what Disco's doing at the back is making me at ease.
Well, I liked him forward at the end.
I like him both, but I would prefer a Disco back than a JVR
Is
back.
Disco our best
Player? Yeah, probably.
key position player?
Is he our best key position player?
Yeah.
No,
gotta say
Tom McDonald
Lever.
is.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
this year, Tino.
Exactly. Sports science. All these players just keep going.
I said it the
He's
other
been
day.
great.
But
He's
Disco,
been great.
Disco needs to be lauded for what he's come-
Sure.
and he hasn't even has had somewhat of an interrupted start to his year. I can't wait to see what this kid comes and turns into after just consistent footy, because it seems as though he's always there's no way he's had more than 10 games in a row.
Nah, no way.
You want to leave?
Yeah, no. Oh, good.
You can't leave.
Are we having a break soon?
No. You're trapped. You're absolutely trapped.
Okay.
Can you hold it?
Yeah, I'll
There
hold
was
it for a little bit.
talk that Laurie was going
Zorks
to
can come in.
come
Yeah.
in. He hasn't.
Who?
Laurie.
Laurie.
Zorks wanted Laurie. Laurie, you wanted
Bailey.
I did not want Bailey.
Oh, Zorks.
Sorry, Bailey.
Zorks wanted him
Yeah.
in. Jeffo,
Yep.
he's played one full game and then one quarter against North Melbourne before he got injured.
But
Yeah.
let's just wind it back.
I haven't even made my point.
I want to make
Make
my
it for
point.
me then.
He's
What was he going to say? It feels like it seems like you knew what he was.
no, he wasn't going to talk about the fastest goal of all time.
I wasn't.
Yeah, so it's a different point. And that was so exciting.
Bont, how old?
29.
29. So if Max,
29 last year.
That is that the highest?
oldest,
Yeah.
the oldest MVP.
Okay.
Well, I think records are going to be broken this year, especially with players like Max and Danger. Danger would be up there, surely, right now.
Yeah.
Danger has been insane. And I
Yeah.
thought, I was hoping, because I live down in Geelong and all I cop is this fucking
Fuck
cats shit everywhere. And I was just hoping that Danger would just, I don't know. I'm not going to be too bad.
No, he's
Say
been
he did have a CE,
unbelievable.
but like just retire, just dwindle. But he's not.
He's
He's almost getting better.
He's one of the best pussies ever.
He is. He's a
clinical.
pussy. He's a pussy lord.
He's clinical.
Xavier Lindsay was phenomenal, by the way.
He was amazing.
So we're trying to, just an update, we're trying to recover the audio and the video as we speak. Nick, no.
I'll be back.
In other instances where we've interviewed players, I'd be kind of fine. Okay, we didn't gain that. What do we get from it? Nothing much. Looking at you, Lockie Hunter. It's
Zorks, pipe in. Yeah,
But-
Lockie Hunter. Yeah.
But like that was just like it was pure. It was really pure.
Yep. It was amazing.
And yeah, his personality just emulates what he is on the field. Cool, calm, collected.
And you had a couple of tidbits for him that he didn't realise as well.
Yeah. So a bit of context. Yeah, one of my oldest friends, who I went to school with, taught Xavier Lindsay because my mate lives in Inverloch. So he taught him Year 12 business and gave me a couple of insights. And funnily enough, all last year, he was messaging being like, "Oh, there's this kid who I teach and who lives down this way, who's a gun, who looking to get drafted pretty high." And I was like, "Talk to me about him." He's just like clean. He's just got a really good kick on him, and now he's with us.
Here he is.
Zorks.
How are you guys?
Yeah.
Lovely to be here. Long time listener.
Yeah.
First time couch sitter.
Yeah.
It's great to have you here, Zorks.
Thank you,
Sports Bet's finest.
New Jay's back, so I'll jump out
No,
whenever I need to.
no.
It's okay.
No, we want you. We want you in. We want you in, Zorks. How are you feeling?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the D's in general?
Oh, pretty optimistic this week. Obviously, it's been a pretty trying first month and a half for us all. Don't need to really go over that again.
No.
I think I was saying earlier on, we're a team of absolutes. We're a supporter base of absolutes. It's either abject failure or immense success. We've never been a middling team that's won 2 or 3 big games throughout the year. We've usually got one. If I say 2016,
True.
you think, oh, yeah, the Hawks game.
Round 20.
Mate, how good was that?
Max was huge.
Massive.
Yeah.
2015, Max was huge. Alex Neil-Bullen kicked 3 goals too against the Cats down at the Cattery.
Great.
What a game
memory
that was.
here, Zorks.
But apart from that, we don't really have that. So when we win, we tend to go flags. When we lose, it tends to be, what's pick 1 look like? This year though, we're just enjoying our footy this year, right? We had our time at the top. We had our last couple of years where we should have been a bit further on than we were. Last year was
Last year was tough.
the humidifier that we all needed, I think. And this year we're not going to win the flag, guys. I know. Put me on record. saying that.
Nah, there's no fun.
But
There's no flag.
to sit there and give the belief into people like, but maybe we do, because Brisbane were 0-6, and then Sydney in 0-12 were 0-6, and we're better than them. We've got Tom Fulton. How do we fail?
Where do we finish, Zorks?
God, I hate this.
No,
okay,
on the
the heart says we can do 8th.
Oh.
The heart says 8th. We're only 2 games behind the top 4. I know it's early in the season.
Who could, if we finished 8th, who's your ideal in 5th? Who's your ideal?
Who do I want?
To give us a chance of winning a final. Who's your ideal?
I want Fremantle. But I know they're not going to make it. They're not going to make 5th.
And we beat them, and then we're like, "Fuck you, not taking."
I want
us."
them.
No, I'd hate Freo.
Well, yeah. Who do we want in 5th? Do you know who I want? You know who I really want?
Yeah.
I want Greater Western Sydney.
Oh,
I want them.
okay.
Like, for some reason, I feel like we've developed a little bit of a rivalry with them. No one's realised it yet. We've had a lot of very good games between that club and myself. I'm not taking it personally. That club and us as a team. I think GWS are the 5th team, and I think we absolutely, how poetic it would be in the first elimination final to beat them by 7 points after the start of our season. I couldn't care if we, first of all, couldn't care what happens the rest of the season, right, after the first 5 weeks. But if we sit there and manage to snare an elimination final win against GWS and their cocky little social media team.
Sure.
They've taken enough from us. I just think they're the one team, and no one's got a beef with them apart from Sydney and the
good point.
Dogs. But I
Little
think
Betty. Jesse was via Freo, but it's still...
there's no hard feelings. You know, Jesse's like the ex that you walked away from and you know you made the wrong choice, but you go, you know what? I'm a better man, Pearl Jam, these days. I'm happy for you. I made the decision. I'm happy that you're winning.
Oh, I get so giddy whenever I watch him play still.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's Jesse.
I love him.
Hulkamania.
He's the
He
best.
he was the only reason that we all had that we'd tune in for a little bit of time, and it didn't work out. You know, the brightest flames burn too brightly sometimes.
That's a Blade Runner quote.
I've never seen that movie.
You should.
Give us your early... I want early Predico before Nug
Yep.
nestles back in. Early Predico.
For this week?
Yeah.
No. This week, we discussed this.
And
It's-
best on.
It's a famous 9-point D's victory. It is.
Who
Bet-
kicks Sealer?
Oh, who kicks a sealer?
Yeah.
I think it's Fritter. I think Fritter. I don't think he does much throughout the day,
He doesn't.
but as Fritter does, he signs it off with a kiss, and we go, "That's what we need you for."
And then Colt actually kisses him.
Yeah, on the lips, on the Xavier Lipsy, and Tom Brady. Yeah, no. Before I jump off, I think the D's get up by 9. Fritter with the sealer, best on ground. I don't want to be boring, but maximum gone. That's the most amount of gone you can have in a human body.
Is Meek on? Meek's playing?
I don't know. I'll check. Is he?
He's not bad, Meek.
Oh, Meek's in, yeah. Lord?
Yeah, he's not bad.
I'm not going to bother.
Oh, he's a
learning
lot
his
better
name.
than the West Coast stock, that's for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
how bad a West Coast.
Nugent,
They
I'm going to
are
hand it back to
so-
you,
so
mate. Thank you so
bad.
much for your time, boys.
On your
Really
Zorks.
appreciate it.
Zorks.
Love you guys a lot.
Fantastic.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, lovers.
What? On your cult? There's a bit of cult there at the end.
We love each other.
Mate, we just love club.
Tag out.
Yeah. All right, back in you get. Garage.
Reluctantly getting back in because I thought Zorks was fantastic.
Yeah, he's better than you.
Way better.
You're all good. We've all got our different styles and...
Look, we don't need to get into it.
I said that the other day. If you want if you want a bit of weird and wacky, you go to Nug. If you want a bit of the analysis, you go to Benny Lee. And the corporate governance, if you need a bit of Benny Lee. If you want a bit of outrage and emotion, you go to Scotty. So he just fucking flies off the hammer.
Scotty's loose.
I was like, if you want a little bit of cryptic and the vibe, you go to Marca. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair, mate.
And then I said, if you want one of the most underrated funny men in football, you go to Matt Adams.
What do you provide?
He's so underrated.
He's
Nothing.
hilarious.
I just anchor.
Adsy's hilarious.
I said, I just anchor. I just keep it under control.
You keep it professional.
Yeah, just keep it under control. I make sure it doesn't run wild.
You're doing all right.
Oh, thanks.
You could offer a little bit more.
It's a tough gig. I remember when I had to try and when I did it, when it was just me, Adsy, and Nuggets.
Well, it's just because you know.
Do you
how to
remember
do-
that?
Awful.
Barker, you know when you have to do that.
We've still got it. We've never watched it together.
Oh,
You know when you have to do that early spiel, like you've got to pretend like, oh, yeah, we're ready to go.
Well, I've stopped that.
No, but I'm annoyed by that.
it's round.
That was your thing.
Not
now you don't have
really.
anything.
I'm just a man of flow.
Anyway, let's talk about the club.
All I do is I just can retain the flow. I'm
Can
a
we-
flow man.
around and
just-
around, up and down. It's like
That's it.
carousel.
Hand up. Can I just raise something?
No.
Yeah, go on.
Can we talk about Hawthorn supporters and
Oh.
our dislike for them?
Zork
'Cause
should
I-
have stayed on.
Because I can.
Yeah, please.
I've got
lead
this
us off.
smug bloke at work called Frenchie.
Oh, Frenchie.
Oh.
Hate him already.
He's a shocker.
Why is he? Is his
I love him.
Is his last name French?
His last name is French with 2 F's.
Isn't he the comedian? Isn't there a guy
Yeah.
who's a comedian called Frenchie?
I don't know. Maybe.
He's funny.
Well, he's not like this bloke. Yeah.
guy's
He's just so smug, and his family goes for the D's as well. He's just casually thinking they're just going to cruise away with the win, especially with their players out that they have.
That's so French.
So, to you, Frenchie, Get fucked.
Is that all?
Yeah.
So did you take? So hang on. You,
No, let's move on
No,
to,
no, no,
to
no, no.
your
Get-
brother.
you teed that up just so you could tell him to get stuffed.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Yeah. So what do you want to say about Hawthorn?
I mean, this stems from from growing up and through the most recent of dark days as a Melbourne supporter, and then on the other hand having your eldest brother who is the biggest bully ever be a Hawthorn supporter and not like just absolutely giving it to you even when we were on our knees and bleeding from everywhere, right? Winning 2 games a year.
Oh yeah.
Just give us crap. And for some reason, we would always play Hawthorn round 1 when that was the case and when
Yeah.
they were the best. And we would kick off the season with a 100-point loss. And it was just like, I hate this game so much. And he would just be like, oh, you are pathetic. You should get out of here. And
How
then
much
from
older is he?
there, He's 9 years older.
Oh,
9?
9.
Are
He
you
should
the
have some-
youngest?
I'm the youngest of 5.
He should have some.
Wow.
He should have some sympathy.
Do you have a sister?
9 years.
One sister.
Is she the nicest out of the group?
She hates footy because of all of us, but she... like, she's just like... because we're all freaks, she's like,
I've met all
can't-
your brothers. Is he the oldest?
He's the eldest. He's the shortest as well.
Yeah, I've met him.
He's the shortest.
Yo, it's little person syndrome.
He looks like a Hawthorn fan.
just a big mouth. But even he agreed with me because I was just like, you're a bandwagon. He's like, it is annoying because now that we're back to being competitive and somewhat of a contender, he's like, it's harder to get good seats now. If you're a consistent performing club, you would think that you would have consistent crowds. They don't.
No.
They're bandwagon. Fuck them. I hate them.
So you have a deep
Deep
hatred.
hatred.
I hate.
Deep
And I hate their
hatred.
I just hate their fans. Like,
Well, what do we think?
and
of-
I'm jealous of what.
no,
they,
it's jealousy, isn't it?
Oh, it's jealousy.
Oh
so
yeah.
much.
Yeah, it is
It's
jealousy.
big old jealousy.
They were coming out in their 100-year thing last week, and they were talking about they're the only club that's won a flag in the last 6 decades.
They've won one every decade.
Yeah, every
since the
decade,
60s,
which I
since the-
hate so
yeah.
much. I hate knowing that. It's so frustrating.
They cheated in the 80s.
They cheated in the 80s?
Yep, secret bank account in Tasmania.
Surely every club had their ways.
Oh,
but
yes, yes.
I mean, you
This
look
is
at
good.
their, but also you look at their best ever team. It's unbelievable.
Oh, my God. How do they
They've had
get
some
them,
of the
though? How do
greats.
they get them?
It's unbelievable.
Because I feel like these day and age, it's
their
very...
best ever team would be better than anyone.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
back in
Yeah, probably.
the 80s and the early 90s when they were winning flags, I think Dermy won 5 flags, which is
5-day night.
frustrating. Yeah, 5 day and 5 day night.
Does he always claim the? Hang
Oh
on.
my
Does
God.
he always claim the night?
Oh well, that's what he's.
So
it's
he won 10
part of-
flags.
It's a part of his kind of his title. He's known as the 5-day night.
I saw him.
So
In my
that means he won both 5 times.
Yeah, it's 5-day night, baby.
I saw him.
Oh my
I saw
God.
him 2 months ago, and
He's making less and less
Dude,
sense, which is crazy.
he was going down Centre Road near where I live, and
Dermy's got to go.
there was traffic bumper to bumper. It was just fucking peak time.
Yeah, I got him.
And
on the
I was
train.
like, who's this bloke? The biggest Ram truck you've ever seen in your life.
Yep.
And he's just he's got the shades on, he's got the window down, and he's pumping some old rock, Australian rock or whatever. And I get a little bit closer, and I'm like, get stuffed. It's Dermy. So I wear my window down, and he looks at me, and I'm like, g'day, Dermy. And he goes, g'day, Cobber. And he loved it.
I love him.
Yeah, I don't mind
love
him.
him.
Oh, well,
I remember seeing him.
Yeah,
I was walking
but-
into the Collingwood West Coast game grand final and walking in, and he was out the front, just basically all the buttons undone, just rig out.
Yeah.
And just getting pictures with everyone, and he was so accommodating with his time and space, and I was full at the time, and I was
5
just
day night, bro.
yeah, he's like 5-day night, man. You want a picture? Let me guess. Loser like you want a picture? I was like, yes, Mr. Derm.
That's good. No, I think he's a good fella. Have we got the video and audio from Zav yet? We might be okay. Oh, that's so good. I can't stop thinking about how much I want it. That was
What?
just want the video and the audio from Xavier Lindsay.
I think my question at the end really just like warped the internet or something.
I think you broke the internet with your question.
But
I just want it.
who broke the internet with him the first time when it cut out? That was you.
Mate.
Yeah.
Never happened to me.
No. But your questions are pretty basic.
Yeah. Well, keep it basic.
Yours
Well,
are
you
basic.
putting your hand up, and then we went to you, and you're like, actually, I can't remember my question.
Yeah, well, because I'm basic.
You didn't even. I liked what he said about Cozzy
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Best game. So he said the game in
against
Perth
Freo.
was the best game
Against
he's seen.
Freo.
Yeah, in Perth.
No, at the G.
Oh, was that at the G?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it was. I wasn't there.
You're in Perth.
I was in Gold Coast. Actually, I was in Brisbane. But yeah, I thought that was in Perth for some reason.
No. But to the point, we're just saying that.
Yeah, it was him and Troy Bolton going at it.
He
It was
thought
fucked.
he thought that Cozzy's game
Yeah.
was the greatest game he'd ever seen. And do you know what? Front row seats as a player.
Oh my god,
Imagine
nothing better.
watching. And he said watching Max and what he does. Anyway, we're gonna recover it to you.
I had a front
Don't
row
worry about it.
seat to him
You
cleaning
see
me
it,
up.
You'll hear it, and maybe we'll get to the bottom of why people don't wear 99 and stuff.
We got some DMs, boys.
Oh god, do we have to put the headphones on?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Chuck them on.
Jesus Christ.
It's hard, isn't it, around here? I asked so much of the boys.
I've spilled on the couch again.
Now, just quickly, because I'll forget,
Have you spilled
because I'm managing a fucking child here called
You're not
Ben.
managing anyone.
Yeah, I'm managing a child here. Had to get him from the pub as well.
Well, as long as you pay for the refreshment before.
I don't know if that's part of the deal, but you can bring that up with Will Schofield, who, by
Okay.
the way, Scully had a big go at Melbourne supporters before on the
I
phone to
I
me.
actually listened to it.
He had a go at me.
He had to go at you.
No, but he knows I'm on his side, so this is the thing.
No. He was Muss.
He probably. What did he say?
He said Melbourne
Paraphrase.
supporters are the worst
He
supporters
reckons we're the worst.
in the country.
So do you know what?
Because-
we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him on when he's in this studio, right? So we're gonna get him on when he comes to Melbourne. I'm gonna sit him down and we're gonna run him through it. We're gonna be like, tell us point
Mate, he
blank.
played for West Coast.
Scully, we're not happy with
No,
you.
there isn't. There is.
I don't really
There's
care.
definitely a beef between D's and West Coast because of the.
Oh
prelim.
mate, I'll make sure I'm here because I've got a lot to say about West Coast fans
Great.
after living there.
It'll be great.
Mate,
so
it's a
Scully's gonna
state
come
team.
So, what do you think are the best supporters in Perth? Like, is it the Freo supporters?
Freo because it has a heart. It's like a place. It's like
It's not just like the West Coast, like the whole coast.
it's a state team. It was a state team. There's
He doesn't care about
heart.
that though. He doesn't care about that.
I don't care. I'll make him care.
He also says he doesn't care about West Coast.
He's almost our employer now, which is huge.
Yeah, but
well,
if
he
he's
is.
claiming if he's claiming we're the worst, then I care. We're not great, but we're not the
We're
worst.
not the worst, Scully. We're not the worst.
It's like, oi, boss, I'm vaping.
he'd back that in. So just quickly before we go to the DMs, the set.
Yeah.
So behind you two, maybe Nick can go to the.
Can I have a look at that book?
What's behind?
Pardon me.
Look at the guy who wrote it. He's not even looking at the camera.
I never looked at that. What's his name? Ron Reed, I think.
Easy cross-eyed.
So
He wrote it full. Yeah, I saw Robbie once.
so
He's a good player. On the wing.
From what I saw, which wasn't much. For the listeners, he's looking all over the shop.
Show it to
Just
the
not
camera.
the camera.
pull up Robbie to the camera. So and I'm glad you brought that in, Nug. So
Oh, did you bring this as well?
no,
this.
that.
Ah,
So I brought in Robbie. I've been rating it, but we're gonna decorate the set here. So there's a number of things we can do behind you two that I'm looking forward to. So
Boy, that's just moving boxes.
it's just nuggets. We're gonna put in some little ornaments and whatever you want to put in, Melbourne related.
But like, is this the only podcast that happens here?
No,
Yeah. Well, then what? Where are you going to put them?
we store it and then we just
Okay.
reset it up every time. And
Okay.
then
That makes sense.
yes, and then Marcus got some Guernseys, I believe. So we're going to put some Guernseys up here, get a clothes rack. So we need to dress our set, is what I'm saying. There's a whole process that needs to happen.
Do you know
around this.
Maisie? There's a.
I don't like
There's
Guernseys.
a note in this.
It's jumpers.
Yeah, it's to my great uncle. They're big Melbourne supporters. It's the Melbourne supporting side.
To
of my
Maisie,
family.
unfortunately, Chapter 13 doesn't give as much juicy detail as I'd like, but hope you enjoy the book. Fang.
Fang.
F-A-N-G. Fang.
Flower, yeah, Robbie.
Is that what he called himself?
Oh,
Fang.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. There you go.
Fang?
From Robbie.
Or was
My-
it just from a friend who wrote it? It was like, here, enjoy the book.
I don't know. It could be from Robbie.
Speaking-
I never confirmed.
Speaking for my father, who
He
had
doesn't
lunch-
give me Fang.
Well, it might not be Robbie who's written the note.
Well,
it-
you just kind of hinted as
No,
if
it has
could
to
have
be.
been
Has to
Robbie.
be. I feel like that's a. You could sell that.
Fang, isn't that a dog in Harry Potter from memory?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never watched Harry Potter.
Hagrid's dog, correct?
Never seen Harry Potter.
Never read a book.
Well,
Correct.
you've-
Swampy, check
watched
that
it.
detail as well, mate.
Yeah.
Swampy.
Swampy.
Wonder what Swampy looks like.
Oh, he would be so
Don't worry about
swampy.
Yeah.
Let's get to the DMs. Anyway, we're gonna dress the set now. We don't need to put a call out
For
to
For
people-
Swampy about the
no,
Horcrux.
to tell people to send things in for the set.
well, let's say
But if you want to,
what do you want from?
it's
what are
more-
some niche things that you want?
if someone says I've got something niche, great word. If someone's got something to send in that is rare,
And they're just going to give it to you.
well, if they want to, they can.
I
we
actually
can
have
it
a
on set.
demon's clock that I have in my classroom
Yeah.
that I brought in.
So if you want to, by all means, we'll have it. We'll put it up on the set, and we'll recognise it and the person that's given it to us. So we can do that. And the thing is, we want to make this thing look as demons as we can, and as beautiful as we can.
Can I
So-
segue into something?
Yeah, man, go for it.
A demons thing that happens for parents to be is
Parents to be.
parents to be. So Matt Adams at the moment,
Oh yeah.
he's doing, well, his wife Alice is doing. What do you call it?
What? Having a child?
There's the thing on the belly.
Yep.
What's it called? Ultrasound. Yes.
Oh my god.
But
Hell.
there is. Yes, I'm a little bit pissed now.
Clearly.
But there is a thing now where they can do it 3D, and it like gives you like the heartbeat, and the heartbeat is red and blue.
Ah.
It is. It's actually amazing. I experienced it with Goldie.
So what's your
It
point?
was That's a D's thing. It's like a D's celebration. When new kids are being born, there's D's children everywhere.
I thought you were going to talk about something to do with the set.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, no, I was just like, we need to get some photos.
He did say segue.
Oh,
Yeah, I
sorry,
went
sorry.
exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
literally, I'm trying my best.
No, you've done well. Let's have a listen to Owen and what Owen had to say, and we'll roll through these, and then we'll wrap up, and then hope that we've got X's audio and video.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. Let's listen to Owen. Where is he? Oh, no, I can't hear him. He's playing and I can't hear him.
Last year you had Billy.
What do you mean? We had
Last
Bill?
week you had Billy.
Which Bill?
Pulling their
Right.
eyes out.
Oh, here we go.
there he
Love
is.
you, Max.
Right here. We got him now. We'll play him again. Here we go. Sorry, Owen.
When Max Gorn retires, there will be tears
Oh yeah.
all around the MCG
Mm-hmm.
in front of fucking, sorry for the swearing,
That's okay.
15,000 people, and all 15,000 people will all be pulling their eyes out. Love you, Max.
Oh, come on, Owen. I reckon there'll be a little bit more than 15,000.
Oh, I'll be 17.
Give us 25.
What, this weekend?
No. Hopefully there's 50.
Oh, you'd bloody hope so. It's going to be like 20 degs, sunny.
Got to be 50 there this week.
Oh, there'll be like 30.
Nah, there's 50.
Nah, they'll be 50.
Let's have a listen to Ned. What do you have to say for yourself, Ned? Let's go. Ned.
Gorney, have my children. Melksham is a star. These will probably get cooked by the Hawks next week, but we'll take the cheeky 3-game win streak.
Oh, Ned. I reckon he's had a few.
Yeah.
I reckon he's had a few. Yeah, definitely. All right, we'll go to this one from
Cheeky 3 streak.
it's 3 straight. I think this one's from Chris. Yeah, we're gonna play this one. Here we go.
That's why I want you to know I'm talking about the man on the demons. Let's go. I'm asking him to stay the same. And my message couldn't be any clearer. If we want to make the D's a better team, we got to look at the sky and say his name. Down! Down! Go the fucking D's.
Oh! Is that Tub? Is that Tub?
That's Tub. Send in the Tub.
All right.
I know it was brought up before, but Max,
Yeah.
he's our greatest.
Ever?
He's our greatest.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Better than Robbie and better than Ron.
See ya.
Well, actually, that's a
Well,
good.
they're not around anymore.
That's a good question
Well,
because
yeah.
famously,
So that makes it easier to say see ya.
I know.
But
I know that's a bit morbid, but this is the thing. You got to remember the other generation. So my dad is like Robbie.
yeah, same.
My granddad was always like Ron. We're like Max.
do you reckon Max could eventually have a statue?
100%.
Ooh, reckon he needs another flag.
So do you think if he does that, if he gets another flag, he gets a statue near Jimmy?
Oh,
Because people are talking at the moment that Scott Pennebury will get a statue at the G.
oh,
Because he's broken all the records because he's got the
If he gets the most games, I would allow.
No, but he's
it.
got the most games at the G already,
Okay.
and he's
Well,
yeah.
Richo has the most goals at the G. Do we give Richo a statue?
I'd love Richo a statue.
No.
But like put it towards Punt Road.
he has the most goals at the G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew Richardson.
Yeah.
Well, he kicked 800 and he played a lot of games at the G.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well done, Richo.
Richo was a gun.
No, he was. He was fantastic. Kingo called him once, which was funny. I'll talk about that after.
Yeah, but you need to win a flag to get a statue, maybe.
But does Max?
Well,
Sorry,
I
hang
mean,
on. Pendles.
Jim Steins is unique because of his story. We could speak for an hour
actually, he
about
didn't. He didn't.
statues.
Yeah, he's almost.
But the story's crazy.
Oh, the story
the
is
story.
absolutely insane.
Winter Brownlow.
Wins Brownlow.
Yeah,
When it was legitimate.
And he's wearing a glove in his statue, which is
I might do a little bit of a check of all of the statues to see if they all won flags at the G.
I reckon. Well, I reckon I know him.
Oh, go
I think
through.
they all have
Kevin Bartlett, yes.
Kevin,
And
KB.
you've got
seven.
Oh,
in, seven in
no,
the grand final.
Bob Skilton.
Yeah.
Is he there?
Yeah.
Bob
He doesn't have a
Skilton.
statue.
Well, there's Dick Reynolds. Hayden Bunton is the one next to
Hayden
him
Bunton. Oh,
for Fitzroy.
Zorks. Norm Smith.
Norm Smith.
He's got a statue.
He's got about 20 flags.
Yep.
I think Pennebury's worthy.
Jim Steins is the only one that wouldn't. Everyone else would have.
Yeah.
But it's the story.
It's a story.
Mm.
And he's next to Warney, which is, oh my god.
Oh my God,
Pendles.
Warney. Can we get into him?
No.
Can we talk about Warney?
Let's just like have a D's
No.
break. A D's break
Nah.
and move on.
All
Talk
right,
about
go
Warney
on.
another day.
Let's listen
We'll do
to
a cricket
some-
podcast. Do you want
Go
to do
on.
a cricket podcast?
Yeah, I'd love it.
Yeah.
Hire me.
Fucking hell. All right, you'll like this one because this is a man that resides in your town, Nuggo. So
No.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I'm on the train back to Geelong because I live there, and I
Sounds
didn't
like me.
see any of the game because I was at the G for the Geelong Collingwood game.
didn't
Yeah.
watch it.
Sounds like
But it seemed like we struggled in the first, and
It
then we
seemed.
won the second.
Yep.
So like, good on us for doing that. I'd love us to win by more, but at this point, what can we take? We take a win, so glad we won this. Apparently, looks like Maxie did real well. Fucking love Maxie.
Everything's
And
apparently. I love
then
it.
Hawthorn next week. If we do our best, we can beat them. So let's do it. Yep.
He's had a great night at the G.
Inspiring words. He sounds.
I can
like he's had a
confirm
good
I had a lot of fun, and that was me.
There's someone, funnily enough, that sounds like a friend of ours, and I reckon you'll pick it up within 3 seconds, or even less. Well, let's go to Mark. What's Mark got to say? We've got a few more, and then we're done.
How many more?
Max Gawn is the GOAT. It's not a goat. It's a fucking goat.
Nice.
Ben Lee.
I'm not sure. Not entirely sure that was worthy of being played, if I'm honest. No tub.
Who was it?
No.
Who's the person you think that it sounded like?
This is the one. So who does this sound like? It's a friend of a good friend of ours. I've become close with this person over the journey.
Would I know?
People aren't listening anymore to this dribble.
Person. Yeah, they are. Still here.
Langford. What do you say? The
Murph.
kid.
Straight away.
I just thought he had an amazing game last night.
Is that Bert?
He was there all game. I think we're witnessing the rise of a new star of the competition with Langford. Usually with young players, they drift in and out of games and you get little glimpses, you get little highlights. Like Windsor was a perfect example of that last year. Do something and you go, holy moly, this kid's going to be great.
He wouldn't say.
But Langford was there all game.
No, it's not Murph.
He was there all game, and I'm not saying he lit the world on fire, but when we were down, he was there. When we were up, he was there. He was there for 4 quarters. And I just think that's a really unusual thing to see from a young player in his 3rd, 4th game. He impressed me last night. There's someone else that impressed me last night, but I don't think we need to talk about the big man. Let's just give a shout out to Langford. Oh, look forward to watching him in the next few years.
Now, I loved that clip because Harvey Langford got 25 disposals, looked incredibly comfortable, and no one really spoke about him.
It's almost like that's
expected.
The standard now.
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah. I don't care anymore. It's fine.
He is.
Yeah, mate.
He went more and more. He went less and less Mert as that went on.
But it was so Mert.
It was Mert at the start, 100%.
But on Harvey Langford.
Oh, mate, he's just. It's so good to see. And look, regardless of what happens this year and where we end up, let's say we lose 10 in a row, whatever. I'm actually just like really content and happy with our young stock. So happy with the young players coming through.
Can I, you know how I asked that question to Lindsay about how, do you think about the fact that we traded away our 1st round pick?
And he goes, never thought of it until now.
Do you reckon he was being honest?
I reckon.
Yeah.
I think he was too, which I love. And the fact, even if our pick is top 5 pick,
I'm happy.
I'm happy we've got him.
I'm happy.
I'm so happy we've got him.
Yeah.
Do
you know how
he's a gun, and he seems like he's got his head on his shoulders.
I'm so happy we're not in a position where there would be pressure on the kid, whereby if he wasn't performing at a level where we're like, I'm just very happy that he's
a
gun
AFL player.
He's a gun.
He's not playing VFL and being like, oh yeah, this guy's got potential, and we'll wait and see what he's like. He's in the team. We're seeing him every week, and he's a gun.
He got injured, and as soon as he was available, they were like straight in.
We were all flat when we all thought it might have been like an ACL, right?
Oh, yeah.
And he just came back in, and he might have had a week to get himself together, and then he's come back in.
Straight in the team.
Well, you're just a gun again.
Yep.
He never gets dropped, ever.
Nah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Like, ever. I don't.
The way he looked at me then. I agree. He's an absolute gun, and I feel like whatever pick we'll have next year, or Essendon will have, doesn't matter, because we have an absolute gun.
Let's have a listen to the next one from DJ D-Light. This is a bit of fun, boys.
It's the pod for the stars with Naughtsie and Marca, where they chat about our player, like how good's Petrarca. You get some banter with the lads a few times each week, and we hope Cosby stays because he's just a freak. They talk about the midfield and trail through the stats. These will be the times that we remember because we've got Captain Max. In the back line, there's some pillars like me and Jakey Lever. We're all as bad as each other, and we've got a case of demon fever. So take me to the doctor so he can give me some medication. but there's no cure for this club and it causes frequent irritation. There will be times we can enjoy, like a flag at the G would suffice, or can we just win another finals game? Gee, that'd be pretty nice. So jump on the pod and let's hear about the D's. Let's have a laugh each week, but keep it upbeat, please. Let's not talk anymore about the forwards, JVR or Fritch. Let's just listen to the mighty pod, because it's the DeeBrief, bitch.
Tub. Send him Tub.
I cannot get rid of this cold.
Give him a prize or something.
Yeah, we are.
Tub.
What's tub?
There'll be prizes.
Just tub of merch that we have.
You get the whole tub.
You just say tub.
Yep.
It's called tub. Creatively
fantastic. Put
excellent.
into effort. We love effort.
That was fantastic.
You put effort in.
And execution.
Last couple, they'll be real quick.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
More.
You still?
No, they're short.
G'day, DeeBrief. Honestly, didn't watch any of the game. I'll take that.
Tub.
I'm really hungover.
Yeah,
but let's see what this means in a week's time after we play Hawthorn.
Great voice.
Yeah.
We beat Hawthorn. Let's have a look then, eh?
That's it.
Tub.
That's tub.
That's tub.
I didn't realize tub was a thing, but it's so tub.
Yeah. And then the last one, because my voice is absolutely gone and my cough has come back. But this one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is he back?
Here we go.
I love it when you call me Big Maxi. Throw your hands in the air if you're a true player. I love it when you call me Big Maxi. To the honeys getting money, playing fellas like Donnie. I love it when you call me Big Maxi. You gotta put up your waist, please shoot up the place, guy, cause I see some ladies tonight that could be having my baby.
Is that my brother?
Is that Adsy?
I think that sounded like Joe.
I feel like everyone says it's Joe, but I don't think
That
it's Joe.
that sounded like Joe.
But Joe hasn't claimed
Is it anonymous?
It's the same person who is the email every time is flag@mcg.please.
That's Joe. That's my brother. That's 100% my
Do you want
brother.
me to
Can
play
you play it again?
Play
Yeah.
it again? All right, we'll play it again. It's got to be Joe, doesn't it?
Yeah. I love it when you call me Big Maxi. Throw your hands in the air if you're a true player. I love it when you call me Big Maxi. To the honeys getting money, playing fellas like Donnie. I love it when you call me Big Maxi.
I can see his face.
You gotta put up your waist, please shoot up the place, guy, cause I see some ladies tonight that could be having my baby.
Oh, that was my brother.
Are you
100%.
All right,
Yeah,
we'll
well
play-
done, bro.
We'll play his one from last week as well. Is this your brother?
I didn't hear it. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This album is dedicated to all the people that said we'd never win a flag. To all the people that said I'll amount to nothing. All the fans in the struggle. It's all good, baby, baby.
It's Joe.
It was all a dream, playing on the G. I used to read the record magazine. Leave it and May running the defensive team. Hanging their pictures on my wall. Every Saturday watching Max kick the ball.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He's
yeah.
gonna send them in
Wow.
every week, and they're getting played every week.
Hopefully he just stays true to Biggie as well.
He's going so hard with Biggie.
Stay true to Biggie.
He must have had so many gummies before both of those.
And
Can I make a request for Give Me the Loot next week? Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
God, that's dummy.
every single time Joe sends them in, you want the same email every time as well.
What is it? Flag at
Flag
MCG?
at mcg.please.
That's so good. I love you, bro.
Are you 100% it's Joe?
I'm certain. Yeah. It's
He would know.
100%. Yeah, I know my brother's voice.
Oh, sure.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right, well,
Wrap it on
predictions?
that. Oh, yeah, okay. Who starts, me?
Yeah.
You can go.
You can go, mate.
I'll give you my boring prediction. I'm actually feeling bullish, but the Viney news has rocked me, like big time. I think we can still get it done. I've got this weird feeling. Clary will actually have a big game. I know you shot it down in our thread, but I think Clary will respond. You did. I said Bog, and you said no fucking way. I think he might do a bit and have a big game, collect 30, kick a goal. And if he kicks a goal, can you imagine the Melbourne supporters?
Yeah.
He's had a horrible week. The media and Channel 9, I don't need to talk about it on this podcast.
Yeah, we don't.
I've
not worth it.
put tweets out about it, and I've gone to town on those fucking germs. So I'm really proud of our president for coming out and sticking up for him. Some of the people saying, oh, he's too emotional. He's got to pull his head in. No fucking way. I'm sorry. Brett Green.
The president?
Us. No way.
Oh.
Go after them.
I saw last night on the front bar,
Yeah.
Caro was given a late chance to give an arrow, and she said, Brad Green, get off Twitter. You're embarrassing.
No.
And I was like, no, Brad
No.
Green has been amazing.
Also, to the dinosaurs like
We love
Caroline,
Fats Green.
No, to the dinosaurs like Caroline Wilson and like and Eddie and a few others. That have
Let's not give them.
No.
their
I'm just saying to those who have said,
Yeah, it's dinosaurs.
they've said, "Oh, get off social media."
Yeah.
The fucking world is on social media now. You're outdated. You're boomers. You don't get it. So this is the way that he can get to them and voice himself.
Yeah.
And take them down. So shut the F up.
Yeah.
Anyway, well done to Brad. Love it. Big shout out to Brad. Love
Anyway,
him.
Predico?
I'll say
Clary's Bog, and we win by same margin as Zorks. We win by 9 points. And Charlie Spargo kicks the sealer.
huge. I say we lose. And it's going to be, we lose another tight one because that's what we do.
By how much?
3, like a real tight one.
Oh, don't do that to us.
And
Don't do that.
Bog, I reckon track will be Bog for us.
Yeah, well, I disagree.
We lose by 3.
Look, I'm.
Are we up at 3/4 time? Probably.
Who cares? We lose and I'll be filthy. Look, I'm not a good person to ask this question.
Low
My
expectations
hatred
is
for the
good.
team is too overwhelming to think of a win.
Will you enjoy it on Saturday, or will it be too much for you?
I will only enjoy it if we win and when I hear the final siren.
So you'll be tense.
I don't
pre-game
want.
and
I
during
don't
the game.
want to. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to go
Why?
because the thought of being there amongst Hawthorn people and seeing them be like, yeah. It
You really hate
Blood
it.
boiling?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I know that I'll go because I've got nothing else better to do with my pathetic life. Of course I'm going to go.
Yeah, you'll be there.
But I don't want to go. That's where I'm at with my life.
That's fair enough.
You don't have to put your hand up.
No, he does. He does. We're shaking hands on that.
No,
You're very polite these days.
I'm a polite man.
You've changed.
I
Kids,
feel
it changes you.
It does.
Mhm.
Shout out to Goldie. Love ya.
She's beautiful.
My predico is, I'm not going to be there because I'll be at a first birthday in Mooney Ponds. So that's,
Can I come to that?
Yeah, you're so welcome.
Whose is it?
Charlie Sear, who is a
Will
lovely.
Sears.
Yes.
Let's get to prediction.
Yeah, prediction. I'll be there.
Can it?
So the game starts at 1:20. The party starts at 2.
Can it?
I'll be there at 1. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch the D's play a really good second quarter, and we're going to be like up by like 20 points, and we're going to be up and about. And then the Hawks are going to claw us back, and then they claw us back, and then we'll be up by like 3 points with like a minute to go, and then Luke Bruce will kick off the siren, and we'll lose by 3.
Is he even playing?
I'm going to go through
He'll be the sub. He'll be sub for
I'm
sure.
going to go throw up.
Anyway, thanks guys.
Thanks, guys.
It's been good.
What an amazing way to end it. Thanks.
Yeah,
for that.
sorry to be dark, but that's just what I'm expecting.